Hello YouTube, it is Alston with another Project 24 update. In this update, I am going to update you on the progress of 5 sites. It seems like every time I provide an update, I have added a new site, but I guarantee you I have 5 sites, and I'll do a little bit of explanation or explaining why I have so many different sites. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if this video or any other video on this channel has helped you in any way. So let's get started. This is site number 1. This is my largest site. This site began back in October 24th. I currently have about 97 blog posts. I have 25 YouTube videos. So this site is actually my oldest and my most mature. This is the progress for the last week, so June 1st through June 8th, which is today. Today is Saturday. Before we get started, I do want to apologize if you can hear the fan in the background. It is a scorching 70 degrees here in Wisconsin, and we are trying to cool it down, get it back to that 30-degree range that we really enjoy. So there's fans, there's AC, there's a little bit of everything going on, so I do want to apologize if you hear that in the background. Anyway, what's most important, I have 176 page views over the last, we'll say 8 days, which is obviously a good thing. It looks like things are moving along a little bit. Apparently there was a Google update on June 3rd. That could be why it dipped a little bit. But if we take 176, which is the number of page views, and divide that by 8, that is about 22 page views a day. And I believe there are 30 days in June, so we multiply that by 30. Whoa, that didn't work. What did I say? 22. We can multiply that by 30. That would put us at 660 for the month. I'm not sure where that would leave us with regard to the Project 24 timeline. As I've mentioned with this site a few times, this site is in a relatively very, very small subsection or niche of a niche. I don't think that I will see the traffic and success until November, December. Those are usually the peak or the spike of this product. It is heavily purchased around, or these products, they're heavily purchased around Christmas time as gifts. So taking that into consideration, I have actually no complaints because, as I've mentioned, it's a very targeted small niche of a niche, but it's growing. I know that 660 is higher than last month. It will be higher than last month. I'm actually not sure about monetization because I haven't looked at it. Some of the things that I have begun doing is going back, and I reference this in my other videos. I'm going back and adding links, interlinking my website, the pages within my website, and actually linking out directly to Amazon. So those are things that I'm already doing in order to maybe generate even more page views and more commissions and more sales. It is monetized through Amazon. As we know, Amazon doesn't pay that well. So that's something to think about and consider possibly switching that out as well. Also, I have digital products on that site already as well. I haven't seen any sales from that, but if I make 1 or 2 sales, I will make that money back up already. So that is the traffic. And one of the positive signs that I'm seeing for this site is the organic search outpaces everything else by a pretty good margin. So right now I have 57 in organic search. And if you've done anything with blogging, you know that ultimately you want to be found organically because that is the lifeblood and the only way that you can have sustained success. Either keep trying and keep plugging away, or hit the get found on Google and Yahoo and Bing and so on. So I have 57 organic search, I have 35 social, 20 direct, and then 2 referrals. So if we take a look in depth, this is where the traffic comes from. Bing seems to really enjoy my content, and I appreciate that, Bing. Facebook 14, Yahoo 13, DuckDuckGo 12, YouTube 11. So YouTube is worth it. If you guys are on the fence about YouTube, definitely go to YouTube because I'm receiving 11 page views so far, and today's only the Today's only the 8th. So about one a day. We're probably looking about maybe around 40 for the month. And that's just from YouTube videos. And so you never know, you could get a sale or whatever from that. Google, only 3 so far. That's about 1 every other day. Ahrefs, 1, and then my own website. So either I clicked on it, my website, from my website, or someone clicked on it from my website. Either one, either way. Next is, and I also like to show where my traffic is coming from, because that can have an impact on your sales and your commission. Countries like, let's say India, for example, they may not have the purchasing power or buying power that United States or the United Kingdom or Canada have. So that's something to consider as well. The other thing that I've noticed is it appears that someone from India is attempting to hack my site. I've received a couple notifications in the last 2 days, I would say 12 hours actually, that someone from India, apparently the same person, is attempting to gain access to my website, which is kind of worrisome. If you guys have any ideas as to how to prevent that, maybe I can blacklist the IP address or something along those lines. If you have any ideas, leave a comment in the comment box below as to some things that I can do, and hopefully I can prevent a problem before it starts. But let's look. I have United States as a leader, Canada, India, Australia, United Kingdom, Denmark, Ireland, Mexico, Netherlands, and Russia. So I would say most, if not, I would say almost all of these sites or all of these countries have decent purchasing power, with the exception of India and Mexico. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, and I'll retract that statement. But from perception anyway, India and Mexico don't seem to have the same kind of purchasing power as the other countries that are listed here. But again, personally, I like to look at the countries because that can give you an idea of if people are buyers versus just researchers or looking for information. So that is site number 1. Let us find site number 2. Should have done a better job of tagging these. All right, so this is site number 2. This site has about 40 blog posts. It has about 10 YouTube videos. But this is the traffic for this site. As you can see, 64 page views, 52 unique, time on page 26, 88.89, and 70.3 exit rate percent. This site began October 25th. I finished the 30th post on January, the first week of January, we'll say like 2nd or 3rd. And then I went back and started adding more blog posts a couple months ago. So it looks like, and actually one of the top posts is a response post that I had written, I would say 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago. So that's good. If I took 64 and divided it by 8, what is that, 8? 64 divided by 8 should be 8, and we multiply that by 30. That will put us at 240 page views for the month. I'm not sure where that would sit with the Project 24 timeline. But this traffic, what I believe will happen is the blog posts that I've written earlier will start to come to fruition, if I've said that correctly, in the next few months. A number of the blog posts that I've written, and this could be an error in judgment, is written around returning back to college. So just thinking about that, I've also, I've obviously written about a ton of different things within the niche, but I've written a few posts about going back to school. So hopefully that will yield some dividends, yield some benefits for me. Let's take a look with this site. Direct, I actually haven't spent any time on this site, so I'm not sure where the direct is coming from. Organic is 12, social is 9, and referral is 1. Then when we take a closer look, again, direct, but then Google, we're at just over 1 a day. So again, we're probably going to be looking at about 40 Google organic searches, which is good. Hopefully that will only increase as we get closer to returning back to school. YouTube 2, my webpage 1, and Bing 1. So it appears that Google likes me on this website more than Bing, which is okay, I guess. And then this is where my traffic is coming from: United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and South Africa. So that is my second largest site. My third largest site. All right, so this site, quite a bit different than the other two sites that I have mentioned. This site is actually for my city. All right, so this is my third largest site. And this site's actually a little bit different for a few reasons. One, I'm actually showing you the keywords that are appearing. This site is for the site, or for the city in which I live. The website, I believe, is learnkenosha.com. This site has about somewhere between 15 and 20 blog posts. Apparently, and I learned this recently, apparently my city is a tourist town, so traffic tends to increase in the summer or in the summer months. And so I have 15 page views, and there are questions that people, I guess, are thinking about with regard to Kenosha. How many bars are there? I believe there are like 72. And then, is Kenosha a suburb of Chicago? Technically, yes, but read those articles just to get an idea of why. For those that don't know, Kenosha is in Wisconsin. It's in southeastern Wisconsin. So here is the traffic breakdown. Organic search, 7. Direct, 6. Referral, 1. Social, 1. And then you can see Google seems to like this content. This website was originally created almost a year ago, but I didn't start putting blog posts on and following the Project 24 model until January or February of 2019. So all of the posts that are on here are from January 2018 to about February or March. They're all pretty small and pretty concise. And actually, all of the posts except for like 3 or 4 have been hired out. So I paid a content writing service to create these posts. I actually created a video about iWriter and why I will never use iWriter again. Check that out on my channel. Also, make sure that if you haven't done so already, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and leave a comment about my progress, what you think I should be versus where I am. Anyway, so Google seems to like this content in this website. Direct, so people are going direct. Facebook, and then someone from Project 24 actually joined as well. So thanks for stopping by if you've watched my video. If you're watching this video and you stopped by this website. This website actually is it's like a directory or a list type of website. So if I could bring it up real quick. I'll show you. It didn't start off as a blog post, as a blog site. It didn't start off as a blog site, but I figured the best way to get traffic and to sell ad space to restaurants is to, why can't I find my own site? learnkenosha.com. The best way to sell ad space to the companies in my city was to generate some content. So this is what the website looks like. It is learnkenosha.com. It's a directory site to start. Basically what the concept is, have a bunch of different restaurants of Kenosha, and then companies can buy their space. They can actually list for free if they wanted to, but then there's this blog option as well. And the plan is to eventually to grow this to other cities in my area. So is Kenosha a suburb of Chicago? It's a pretty interesting thing. But yeah, so one of the questions that always comes up in Project 24 is, will travel sites or will sites about a city work? The answer is yes. I wonder why that's in here. The answer is yes, but you have to do it the right way. You have to ask questions like, how many bars are there in a city, or something that's very specific to your city in order to get traffic. 27 things to do in Kenosha on a Sunday. That's going to compete heavily with Yelp. It's probably why it doesn't rank or doesn't get any traffic. But what is Kenosha known for? Some of these other ones that Yelp or TripAdvisor aren't going to pick up will work. So yeah. let's see, which one is this? All right, so this site is actually for the web design company that a friend and myself have started recently. We offer web design and web hosting services. The website is called reboltwebservices.com. And so this is a traffic. So we follow the Project 24 concept with regard to response posts. For example, one of the questions is, does my restaurant need a website? And so while a lot of the traffic is, or a lot of the blog posts are pretty new, they're gaining a lot of traction, or they're gaining some traction on like Facebook. I share this a lot on Facebook because I'm in a bunch of different local community groups. And so that's where my focus is. My focus is locally instead of going out and trying to get someone in Bangladesh or Ireland. Obviously, people from those other countries can join my site, but we're looking to grow a local web design, web hosting business. So 26 divided by 8 is, well, 24 is 3. So a little over 3 page views a day. I believe this site has about 10 blog posts total. So they're all response posts, they're all pretty small. And they have all been written within the last 2 months. So, and one thing that you'll realize, and if you're still with me, you'll get this. The more you start, the more you do research on keywords, the better you'll get at it. With my first site, my largest site, I didn't do a great job with keywords in the beginning. And so that's why some of my earlier content is struggling. But as you can see with this site, it's very new, but it's getting some traffic already. It's only getting one search result, but still that's a lot quicker than I got my first organic search result with my main site. So let's see. Facebook, because I share it a lot on Facebook. I'm in a lot of those local community groups, like small business groups. So most of the people that come are from Facebook, followed by direct, and then Google. Actually, this is a good sign of Google's finding me already. So I'm happy about that. Next is countries. Obviously, because we're targeting mostly United States, most of the people are from the United States. It would be interesting to see how many of those people are actually from the city that we're targeting. But yeah, so this is my business site. Next is my smallest site. This site I just looked yesterday, and it only has 6 blog posts. They're all response posts. They're all pretty small. I started this site. The plan was to start this site, the Kenosha site, and continue to grow my first site starting in January, February. It's very difficult to manage 3 sites on your own, and so I kind of stopped doing this one. I haven't added any new blog posts to this site in a few months. In fact, this site doesn't even have pictures. There aren't any pictures on it. It's just a logo that I paid for, 6 blog posts, and that's it. It has 21 page views already this week. And you can see the traffic comes from direct. I don't know who found this site. I don't do any promotion of this site at all. Organic search is 4 and social is 1. So that tells me either the organic search is messed up, or the direct is messed up, or someone just loves to read the same 6 blog posts. Anyway, people are coming from Bing, Yahoo, and then Facebook. And then these are the people. So out of all of my traffic, all of it except for 1 comes from the United States, and that 1 actually comes from the United Kingdom. So the traffic is pretty unique, or pretty specific to the United States. As you can see, these are the states in which they come from. So let's talk about planning. As I mentioned earlier, I'm continuing to interlink or add links to my most successful blog post for my first site. So basically what I'm doing is I'm using the analytics, finding the sites that are the most successful in the last 2 months, and I'm adding links to other web pages. Some of those links are going to be to the original web pages that didn't get a lot of traffic, so maybe that can kind of force the issue that way. I'm also going to add some affiliate links to there. Hopefully people will click those links and they will continue on. So that's the plan for the first site. The second site, I'm probably going to continue on with the plan, but I'm going to hire all of that content out. So basically what I do is, as I generate income or revenue from my other online businesses or online opportunities, I actually reinvest it back into my blog. So, and some of the other things that I've got going on. So that's the plan for the second site. Same with my business site. As we get new customers, we create new blog posts, and then we reinvest that money back into the business. All right. So in addition to the plan of continuing to grow the blog post, I am going to continue creating 2 new YouTube videos for my original site. And then also for this site, I'm creating a new YouTube video every single day for the foreseeable future. If you want to continue along on the journey of a new YouTube video every single day, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you can be notified when I create a new YouTube video. So I believe that's all I have for you at this point. If you have any questions about my progress or my process, leave them in the comment section below. I'm also going to provide a link to Project 24 so that you can get started with Project 24 if you have not done so already. It will be an affiliate link so that if you do click the link and you continue on with Project 24, I can and do receive a commission. I'm also going to leave a link to some of the tools that I use to create YouTube videos and blog posts. I'm going to leave a link to ClickFunnels so that you can get started with ClickFunnels if you want to start building an email list and start an email marketing campaign. Make sure that you check out those links. The link for ClickFunnels will be a 2-week free trial, so you can test that out. I definitely urge you to try ClickFunnels out. Watch some of my other tutorials about how to get started and how to use ClickFunnels. It's a very interesting piece of software to get started and to help grow your business. So once again, this is Alston. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.